Hi everyone, back with Bassingtons. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all staying safe. We're going to do a Wellington review today, and we're going to pitch Hunters against Le Chameau. Before I do so, I just want to say a huge thank you to Bagnall and Kirkwood, who've supplied these Wellingtons. They're a shop based on Grey Street in Newcastle upon Tyne, and to get all your sporting needs and accessories, that is the place to go to. Alan and the team are really nice to deal with, and one thing I want to say is they're very competitively priced. A few years ago, an ex-girlfriend of mine bought a Kreutz a gun slip, and she bought it online. It arrived and it was the wrong colour, so I phoned up Bagnall and Kirkwood. They had one in stock, and she got the correct colour. And here's the best part: it was £40 cheaper than what she'd sourced online. So it goes to prove internet shopping is perhaps at times not all it's cracked up to be. So without further ado, we'll review the Wellies. And here are the Wellingtons. Before I do this quick review, I just want to say that I'm going to look at this from a shooting perspective. And, two very famous brands that we have in front of us here. Le Chameau was founded in 1927, and in 2012, it was acquired by Marwin Management Partners, which is a UK private equity firm. Hunter was established in 1856, and funny enough, in the same year as Le Chameau, in 2012, Searchlight Capital Partners, with headquarters in Europe and North America, gained the overall controlling interest in the Hunter Boot Limited. So interesting that these two famous brands are actually owned or controlled by private equity firms. Now we'll start with Le Chameau. Very famous colour, very recognisable. When you see this boot in the field, everybody automatically knows they're wearing Le Chameau. There is a sort of element with the brand itself. I describe Le Chameau as the Louis Vuitton of the Wellington world, but they're also a very good product as well. So you can tell it is neoprene lined. It has the gusseting there with the adjuster. You will see that the sole is a very substantial sole on it. That could cover any terrain. Now, the thing about Le Chameau is they are very comfortable to wear. However, I don't find that they provide particularly good support, particularly around the ankles. So if I can easily do that on a Le Chameau Wellington, and you'll see here it's very soft. So that makes me move swiftly on to the Hunter. And just before I say anything else, this is actually last season's Wellington boot. Bagnall and Kirkwood unfortunately don't have the new boot in this for this season, but it's a good comparison nonetheless. And you will see that it looks a more substantial Wellington. If you can see there is a welting on the sole here with the stitching. It has a Vibram sole on it, and I think the sole is more substantial. Also at the rear, you will see there is a plinth here that's easy to remove your Wellington from your foot. Again, neoprene lined. It doesn't have the gusseting. It does have the side adjuster. So you could argue that the Le Chameau is easier to put on and off. However, it does have a little tag here that will help. But the key for me is it just feels a more substantial boot. And in particular, there's far more support, ankle support. So, I can't flop the Hunter Wellington over, and you can, that is way more substantial than the Chameau. So I have to say, for what I need for shooting, when I do walked up, or I'm walking a distance from peg to peg, I would pick the Hunter all day long. For me, I think it is a more substantial boot. I think it is actually a better made Wellington boot. However, there is no doubt about it. If you're looking for comfort and comfort alone, and you're looking at purely a peg Wellington boot, the Le Chameau is second to none. It is a very comfortable boot, and if that's what you want, then I'd recommend the Le Chameau. But for me, my choice would be the Hunter. Stay safe and stay tuned.